Well. What's up, y'all? Y'all doing all right? Of course you are. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all to pieces. Thank y'all for tapping in. Being around, not really missing shows because you can't miss shows. And I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Love y'all to pieces. I'm in my little cubby, in my little corner. You know what I'm saying? My little piece of quiet and silence. You might hear some old R&B in the background, but don't mind that, okay? Recapping day 2 of Dallas Cowboys training camp out here in Oxnard. It's Oxnard, but Jerry Jones called it Oxnard. I ain't seen Jerry. I don't know where the hell he at, but I don't know. But Oxnard. Just a small little recap on some of the things that we saw today. Continuing the theme from yesterday, okay? I'm just trying to figure out what does Shotty mean by energy? What's he mean by, raising the intensity of practice and all this kind of stuff? And if you notice, Shotty has coaches, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this, it looked like there are people on the staff that are paid to run sprints whenever things happen. Like if there's a big play up the sideline or something, there's a handful of characters. What they do is that they run sprints behind the play of the sideline. If there's a humongous George Pickens catch on the other side in the back of the end zone, I think there's people on the payroll. I don't know what else they do. I don't know what position they coach specifically, but they are on the payroll to run sprints up the sideline to run with George Pickens, and that's on both sides of the ball, right? So if you see a tackle on one side, there's a coach that's designated to run his ass around with a finger in the ass saying, got you right there, stop moving. So it's interesting, right? And when you first think about it, I go, man, I just hope as Cowboy fans we're not buying into this whole energy thing too much. Oh, we're high energy. You know what I mean? I was here for the Mike McCarthy practices, and they weren't necessarily high energy. Like a lot of coaching was going on. You know what I mean? You might hear the little Mojo Moment sound. Well, I'm a damn lie. There goes Jerry Jones right there. I just wasn't in the seats that could see Jerry Jones. Okay, I was in the Chiefs seats. My bad. Jerry was up in his little tower. I apologize. But the energy thing, I thought that the energy thing was nonsense. There's actual real energy at practice, and there's clearly one side of the ball that sustains that energy longer than the other. I'm not saying that the offensive side is bullshit. I ain't saying that. But the defensive side, they come out with energy and they keep it the whole time. They come out with energy and they keep it the whole time. And I found that particularly interesting, right? Because, you may just look at the energy conversation and go, well, Vice, why does that matter? Well, because when we get to the end of practice, they're still the ones screaming, flying around, and running sprints. You know what I mean? This is the second time in a row, watching practice, 2 days in a row for me, to where the offense may come out hot. The offense will come out and do their thing. We'll get passes to there was Stephen Jones over there. You may get passes to, CeeDee Lamb. You'll get big runs here or there. You may get some passes to Pickens. Ferg had a cool little day again today. But when we get to the end of practice, when we're running drills based on positioning on the field, or we're talking about like we're moving the football and we're running like situational football and stuff like that, defense been whooping foes' feet. Say that 5 times fast. They've been whooping fools' feet. Put that in the comments in the chat box. Whooping fools' feet all day. It's interesting in the post-practice press scrum. Say that one too. In the post-practice press scrum, you see we was over there talking to Kenneth Murray. And Kenneth Murray, like we talked about turnovers a bunch. Shotty talked about it earlier at his press conference. I was around for that one. But talking to Kenneth Murray especially, he says Flus gave us the goal of 40-plus turnovers this year. Takeaways. 40-plus takeaways this year is what Kenneth Murray said. I don't know when the Kenneth Murray interview is going to come out. It may come out tomorrow. I don't know. But I just got it right over there when I was right there. 40-plus turnovers is their goal. Now, that's a lot of damn turnovers, right? So in your mind, you're going, man, how the hell you going to get all these damn turnovers? Well, man, you practice how you play. Pardon me. You play how you practice, bro. And if you just watch practice, the defense is getting turnovers all day. I don't know if the offense is running and at the end of the play, maybe they just kind of easing up with the football a little bit and defense ain't quitting. But defense will roll up and snatch the ball out of somebody's hand. I don't know, if for whatever situation it may be, defense is getting turnovers, fumble recoveries, interceptions, one interception wasn't Dak's fault. You know, the wide receiver got to keep on running his route, but at the end of the day, it still comes down to a turnover. We got to have a conversation about the defense and their nose for, you know, taking the football away. Now, when we put pads on, I would imagine that, you know, the offense would be conditioned to take a little bit more contact and hold on to the football, and maybe you won't get as many fumbles. But ladies and gentlemen, defense is taking the ball away. The ball is on the ground, and that's pretty much all that matters. You feel me? So that's just that. That's just that. Defense running around. Defense looking real good early. I will hold all reservations until a pass come on. I will continue to say this. I said it yesterday. I'm saying it tomorrow. I'm gonna hold a whole bunch of reservations on how players look till the pass come on. But I must say there was a group that I was looking at today, and it was the tackles. I was looking at both tackles today. Through every group or unit or whatever, right? So tackle 1, tackle 2, tackle 3, I was watching them all. Tyler Guyton, fantastic day. And like I said, I don't want to get too carried away with a fantastic day talk, because like I said, this is training camp and we haven't put the pass on yet. But this is the second day in a row, whoever the hell Tyler Guyton is rolling up against, I think he's doing fine in those exchanges. Sam Williams, fantastic day versus Sam Williams. Marshawn Nealon, Tyler Guyton was beat the shot at Marshawn Nealon. It just is what it is. And I'm over there, and you can go on my Twitter and see most of these videos. You can get a good idea of that over there. But I ended up 9 times, I counted. It ended up 9 times I was like, let's go TG. Let's go TG. Good job TG. Good shit TG. Let's go TG. Like, I'm so happy with how he's moving around. Now, I must continue to put my preference out and let y'all know where we at with it. The minute the pads come on, and the minute the pads come on and the defense get to put their helmet down the middle of your chest, then maybe we might have a different outcome. Maybe when the pads come on, maybe Tyler Guyton might start hitting a little harder. I don't damn know. You know what I'm saying? We got to wait for the actual pads to come on. But just early indication, Tyler Guyton is fixing some of those things that Duke Manyweather was talking about in terms of hand placement and posture and leverage and all that kind of stuff. Guyton worked on it, so we'll see where he's at moving on from there. The second tackle was Austin Richards. Austin was a little more up and down, but that's cool. I can take that. We can live with that, right? You want Tyler Guyton to go out there and beat the hell out of Sam and Marshawn Nealon. Austin Richards had closer fights with Sam and Marshawn Nealon. He's the backup. It is what it is. Sam and Marshawn Nealon are still players that's going to get on the field and play. And Austin Richards got to be able to win some reps with those. Like I said, it's an up and down day. So Austin got some W's for sure. Austin got some W's for sure, in that back and forth. But Guyton, when he was against those two guys, he got most of the wins. He had one loss versus Sam. He was leaning a little bit. But when you breaking bad habits, those bad habits gonna pop up just every now and then. But every time I'll see a bad habit like a lunge or a lean from Tyler Guyton, the very next play he'll get right, set his feet, and he'll be good to go. So that's hard. Hunter Lipke's moving all over the place. I just wanted to continue to re-emphasize that. Hunter Lipke at fullback, tight end, backup tight end. A couple plays out there, I saw Hunter Lipke line up wide in the middle of the trips. Like, he was the middle of the trips guy at wide receiver. And I say, damn, Daniel, Hunter Lipke's all over the place. Must be nice, must be interesting. So I think that they say every single year, man, we're gonna find a way to get Hunter Lipke involved. I'm just assuming that it's actually gonna have to happen this time. I'm assuming it's actually gonna have to happen this time. What else? Nate Thomas, for those that are keeping score. Nate Thomas played some left tackle today. He was your third string left tackle today. I know there's going to be people asking about that. I know there was some talk that he was probably going to be a guard. He was listed on some depth charts as like the right tackle, but Nathan Thomas, for the majority of the time, he was a rookie last year. This is his second campaign. There go Jerry Jones right there. His second campaign. Nathan Thomas is your third string left tackle, and I think he played pretty decent at left tackle today. Not nothing too crazy, but he was solid. Booker had a solid day. Tyler Smith was beating the hell out of everybody. You know what I mean? So that's my report on that. What else do I have for y'all? I got some other stuff in my notes. I'm gonna probably get to that when me and Brian talk. I really want to hear what Brian has to say. There was a fight today. Here's my last point. Here we go. I got you. Here's my last point, right? I know there's a lot of conversation surrounding Schottenheimer and him being a player's coach, and the idea of, can you be too nice as a player's coach? Can you be too friendly as a player's coach? And I've seen a lot of people in my comments, they'll ask, well, is Schotty gonna hold guys accountable? There was a big ass fight today on the sideline. Huge fight today on the sideline. You've probably seen it on the other Twitter page. I was focusing on O-line. You can see it on the other Twitter pages or whatever. The big fight that happened. Shotty called a pause to practice. We turned down NBA Youngboy. Everybody ran into the middle of the field. Shotty cussed everybody out. Major Fs, major flunks. Cussed everybody out. Waved his finger at you. You're moving with your uncle and auntie and Bel Air, finger waved the whole damn team. If you catch you out here doing the shit again, you're getting sent home. Do you understand? Do you understand? Shotty wasn't playing. So if anybody's curious on whether Schottenheimer can discipline his team or not, the answer is yes. All right. Love y'all to pieces, man. I'm going to be tapping in with y'all a little bit later. Me and Brian Barros are going to be going to do our thing on the Doing All Right after he's done with radio. Love y'all, 2 pieces. I'll check in with y'all later. Y'all hold down. All right. Salute.